Welcome back to Dr. No Minute 72. My name is Brian.
And my name is Christian.
And this is the podcast that takes the longest running, most suave, smooth, debonair spy franchise there is and breaks it down one shaken minute at a time, never stirred. This is Bond.
Minute Bond.
Mr. Christian. I almost called you Minute Christian like that one time. What happened in this minute? Yeah, take that.
This was a really good minute, Brian. Very good minute. Very entertaining. I got a couple things to say. I love how, well, you were right. He came up behind him, right? Bond came up behind the guy, and it looked like he shut him up to death. That's what it looked like. Like he's like, "Oh no, Bond, you're too strong," or something. Like he just like fell way too easily. And just set him, like if you notice, his arms still stay up. Like when he's going down, his arms are still holding up something, and they're like at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, it's his gun, like repeater or whatever the fuck.
But if he had like passed out, he would have like dropped that. You know what I mean? Like his arms were still like
he didn't
holding something.
He didn't fire.
Yeah,
he didn't. I mean, like
just,
I think to die from asphyxiation, it takes like 6 minutes total and multiple minutes just to pass out. Yeah, no struggle. He kept his hands on his gun.
That was hilarious.
Like you said, if he passed out, he would drop it. Before that, even if he's not going to shoot, like maybe he could go like this over his shoulder and shoot, or at least drop it and be like, "Oh!"
Anything, yeah. I mean, there is no effort, at all.
No.
God,
unnecessary as well. Like Bond did what I said he should have, which is go back under the water. Or no, he didn't. Did he? Let me see.
They were under the water, and he's kind of like poking his head out.
Yeah, that's so weird. And I thought maybe he made Quarrel and her go under the water, and then he came up. But no, they all went under the water, and then he just decided to come up anyway before the dude has passed. I don't know.
Yeah. So that happened.
Like, if this guy's smart enough to trail behind just in case they come out, why not have him regroup and be like, "Yeah, I trailed behind. Nothing."
Yeah, that was hilarious. And then they just lay him down gently.
Did they do that in the water? Is he drowning? Yeah. He puts him like slightly off camera. His head is just like, "I'm pushing you under the water."
Yeah. And
no rock. He's gonna float. Like even dead, right?
Yeah. Oh man. And then the girl's reaction was great too. She's like very, very overdramatic. Like
at first I was like, that is so ridiculous.
I can't watch.
But then I updated myself to be like, that is ridiculous, but also it's half not, like only half not, because she was shot at with a machine gun, you know? They all were shot at with a machine gun, and he has a gun. She knows that. But also, you know, you just don't expect, I don't know if she expected him to just kill somebody in cold blood like that. So I'm like,
or just
I give her half a point of, I get it, you know? One full point against it for it being so dramatic.
Yeah. So dramatic.
It was like soap opera dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, "Oh no, my husband had a twin, and the twin was an alien from outer space who stole my jewelry and exchanged it for ramen."
All right. That was way overboard, Brian.
That's what I'm saying.
And yeah, okay, I get it.
This is what my soap opera "wait for it" will be like.
Wait for it.
No, I've had the domain, not the domain.
I love. Oh my god, this shot, dude! This shot of the sign "Danger, do not pass this point." It looks like some kid drew it to keep girls out of the clubhouse or something.
I didn't even think of that. Look, there's that alien that was the twin brother of the husband who took the jewelry and exchanged it for ramen.
Shut up.
No, but literally, like, look at that skull. That looks like an alien face.
It looks like it was like, it just looks so childish. I don't know. It's just so funny. I can't take that seriously. I would literally think that there's just some kids like guarding a clubhouse or something, you know?
It's funny that that's on the island as well. I don't know. You'd expect your employees to know where to go or not, but I guess I get it. She's been there multiple times, clearly.
Yeah, she's probably never been that deep into the island. She just goes and collects seashells.
Well, no, remember, she said she knows a hiding place.
Oh, yeah.
So she's been there.
I guess.
If there's radiation that's going to hurt someone on one exposure.
Oh, she's probably, you know what? She seems
dead.
like a safe character. I don't think she would have gone beyond that sign.
But no, she's showing them her hideout. So they haven't reached the hideout yet.
But, all right.
And,
well,
and this is
but the sign was on land. They were going through the water. So if that's her hiding spot.
I'm saying she may not have seen it.
Yeah,
but she's definitely been in the area that's dangerous before.
Okay.
So if there's any radiation, negative poisoning, you know, like she's been exposed to it multiple times.
Yeah, that's true.
And at least long enough to just be wandering around and then find this hideout. You know, she didn't find it on the first go around with Google Maps.
Yeah.
I took a sip from the red stripe bottle, but it's completely empty. And I knew
that's sad. It's gone already? Took you one episode?
I finished it before we started this episode. I tried to cool down a little bit. I'm a little hot.
Oh, okay.
Dude, when I went to go to the chiropractor, I checked the heat in my car just to put the air conditioning on a little bit. It was 111 degrees in my car.
Jesus.
And it was going forever, and then it finally got to 74, which was higher than I wanted it to, but I was like, I gotta go now.
Wow.
Yeah. It's hot over here. We don't have central air.
You have tinted windows, right?
Tinted windows?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
We're in a basement, so we've got those like brick-like slabs of glass.
Brian, I'm so high right now. I was thinking about your car, not your fucking basement. I'm sorry.
In the car, yes, tinted windows on the sides, not on the front and back.
Okay. Anyways, you got anything else for this minute, Brian?
What'd you say?
You got anything else for this minute?
After he kills the guy, she's like, why? And he just goes back, I had to. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You're a sociopath. You're psychotic. You didn't need to. And then Quarrel like kind of justifies like he was smart enough to trail after the others had passed, which still, no, he's past you. Just let him pass. You know?
Yeah.
I just wish
easily turned around and shot them. Who knows how far he would have gone? It was better to take him out.
I just wish that Bond had made Quarrel and Honey go underwater, and Bond started sneaking back, and then the guy started seeing the reeds and like parted it and almost is about to catch Honey and Quarrel, and then Bond gets him and doesn't do the hand thing, but drowns him. You know?
Or like he could have like broken his fucking neck, you know? I mean, that would have been more believable than just like
yeah. That definitely would have been more believable. Although I like the idea of the meatiness of the drown. You know, there's more going on.
It's like he convinced him he was dead. He's like, shh, you're dead now, you're dead now, you're dead now, you're dead now. There you go.
You're dead, and we hypnotized you with a team of people with popcorn and changing your watch's time. And now you see me. 3 days ago, we hypnotized you to believe this when I say you're asleep. But no, like I would have liked him to drown him, and maybe underwater we see 1 or 2 shots go off.
Yeah.
And then Quarrel comes up and like hits his hand or something, and then the gun goes out and just. Intense. And can you imagine, like, as he's drowning him, Honey looking at him and maybe Bond looking right back at her? Or just, she's watching him as it's happening for a long time? Because really, she was just like, oh my God, you shut him up for a second.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If Bond and Honey made eye contact as he was, like, drowning the guy, that would have been intense.
I feel like that would be too extreme. But I could totally see after he was done, him looking up and looking right at her at like the first thing after is them locking eyes. But still entertaining. If for a percentage of it being the wrong reason.
Yeah. It was comical at best.
Yeah.
But if only you could have directed the scene, Brian. I would have liked your version of it better.
I was around. I was around in 62. Did you know that Terrence Young only directed this because the first director they went to wanted too much money?
No.
Apparently, yeah. I forget the name. And then also Steven Spielberg, after doing Jaws, was like, let me direct a Bond film. And Cubby Broccoli was like, you've only directed one film. You're not experienced enough or whatever.
Wow.
And then after he did the Encounters of the Third Kind, or I'm blanking, whatever that was.
Fourth Kind.
I had the red stripes, so I'm a little buzzy. Strange Encounters of the Third Kind, or
oh shit.
That film. Anyway,
Encounters of the Fourth Kind, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man.
Yep. I mean, Encounters of the Fourth Kind.
Fourth Kind?
Yeah, 2009.
Okay. Sorry everybody for
right.
messing that. But he said then once Cubby was down with him directing, he couldn't afford him. Which, by the way, side tangent, after Quantum of Solace, when everyone's like, fuck, that movie really shit all over the good graces we got from Casino Royale, I was like, hire Matthew Vaughn, hire Chris Nolan. They all want to make a Bond film, and they'll at least do a decent job. Have you seen their fucking films? And then, Matthew Vaughn did... I'm blanking on the timeline of these events, but Matthew Vaughn did X-Men First Class, and he was like, that satisfied me from doing a Bond film. Fast forward to him doing like 3 Bond-esque films with Kingsman. And Christopher Nolan said Inception satisfied his desire to do a Bond film. And I was like, you could have just given him whatever budget and had a guaranteed hit. You could have done this as there's a podcast I've started listening to called James Bond and Friends, and they talked about the Sausage Factory, which was in the era of making a Bond film every 2 years. You literally could have been like, all right, Matthew Vaughn, you can do a first draft pretty quickly, and then Christopher Nolan, you take over in the next one. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to be decent.
That would have been fucking awesome.
And
anyway. I need to say this, just for the record, it's Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and it came out in 1977.
That's what it was. I was blanking on Close.
I know, yeah.
Which is a shame, because I love Glenn Close. She's the bomb. She was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. Just kidding, that was I almost said Black Panther. Ben Affleck. Jeez. This is such a tiny beer. How is that having... I'm also experiencing
you probably didn't
heat
eat much
stroke.
Today.
I've had some Soylents.
My name is Christian.
My name is Brian. Follow along in the minutes on Instagram at Bond Minute Bond. And if you want us to eat more cereal with Red Stripe as our milk instead of milk, rating a review is super easy. The rating on Apple Podcasts takes like 3 seconds. A review, if you do it, and please do, leave your Instagram handle, because we'll do a giveaway in the future. And that'll just be the easiest way to find you if you win. And my name is Brian.
And again, my name is Christian.
Oh, you say money.
And that was money.
Every penny of it.
Fuck.